Yep. Check in, guys. Check in, check in, check in. Let's see what's up. What you guys up to? Yeah, man. We're outside, guys. Just coming off the water a while ago. Didn't really pick up much this morning, guys. I had all my gear on my head. My hair is a mess, so pay me no mind. But we got in. We're here. Have a little live chat discussion. Yeah, man. Rich and Leo, UK. Big up yourself, Rich. What's going on? How's things going on your side? I just got off the water this morning, Rich, and went out and went barrel hunting this morning again. And one hit after the lure this morning, but he just missed. He just totally missed the lure. Like that barrow's eyesight is bad or something. He just, I don't know how he missed the lure. I wasn't moving too fast or too slow. Just that right speed, trying to get in. Things are good here. The wind has kicked up on us a bit earlier in the morning, like at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, the wind kicks up a bit. So it's kind of hard to do lure fishing unless you go out earlier, you know? How's the weather over there in the UK? I know it gets rainy over there a few times a year, so I really don't know the conditions over there. Just having coffee, man. Just got back in. Wife just made breakfast and stuff for me. So, just kicking it. Yeah, guys, check in, man. Drop a comment in there, please. Okay, hitting wet at the moment. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know that UK weather. Here is hot, extremely hot. This morning at 8 o'clock, I'm feeling the sun. I went out without my long sleeves. I was actually in a short sleeve this morning and no leg gear protection. I didn't have my jogging tights on. So I was really feeling the sun this morning, you know. Thank you, definitely, thank you. Hope you guys can come down and join me one day and throw some line. That'd be great, you know. Good content for us. No, just have to find a good spot where they're biting it because that's what happens throughout the year here in Jamaica. I have to switch to different sides of the island to really pick up some of the fish. So, me being consistent. Yes, I look tan. Thank you. I was on the beach all day yesterday swimming. I was actually in the water for the last few days with my daughters, um, enjoying the weather and being outside, being on vacation, being off from work, and being able to throw line and not really stress the fact that I have to go to work in the morning. So that's pretty cool. So I actually have some quality family time off. Well, I have family members in the UK, Rich, and they come down on an annual basis. They just search for their tickets, and you'll get those deals a certain time of the year and not that $1,000 flight, and you can do a round trip down here and just do something that like all inclusive, so that you're not paying all that excess in food, and then when you leave the hotel and stuff, you go fishing and do other things. You know, definitely give me a link. I can definitely arrange for your airport pickup. If you need a place to stay, if you solo, it's not a problem. If you're with the whole entire family, then you'd have to get some kind of other accommodation. Um, yeah, yes, definitely, definitely. I will come and take you up on that escapes. Let me see how that schedules in today. See if I can convince mom and peeps to get a massage done. The service is definitely good. Definitely, guys. Escape Concierge Massage Therapy. Check them out. Jump over on their Instagram page and YouTube page. She does excellent massage here in Jamaica, in Montego Bay, Jamaica, on the hip strip, right where the old Canadian Embassy used to be. That's where her location is. And she does mobile service. If there's a big group, she'll come to your Airbnb and do like mobile service for your peoples and at good competitive prices. So definitely check her out, guys. If you in the Montego Bay, Jamaica region, you can give her a call. Her number's on her site and stuff like that, and set up your booking and appointment and dates. Um, well, if you guys are coming to Jamaica, definitely you come to Montego Bay. Montego Bay is definitely a nice spot to visit. Yo, Ron, big up yourself outside. I actually have time where I can actually sit down and do a productive live for my subscribers and viewers on the channel. And all the other lives that I've done is actually in a party where I'm outside enjoying myself on festive, which and I didn't really find that very productive. But you know, once you start having a few drinks, you get nice and you get into it. But yeah, guys, fishing wise, the last few days has been rough. I kid you not. I've went out on the river. I've went out on the ocean. I've went out hunting, lure hunting, and lure hunting has been tough lately. And I've been covering a lot of space, running up and down different multiple spots, moving from spot to spot, give an hour here, give an hour there to see what I can pick up. And it's been nil. I've had, it's been to the point that I've had this big snook, at least 5 pounds, come up to my foot at the river, and it's like the snook is looking at me like, sucker, I'm not taking that lure. And he just took his time casually and just swam off. I was like, okay. Went back a couple other times after him again and didn't see him after that again. So hopefully tomorrow morning I can get out real early and hit a different parish tomorrow. Hopefully maybe St. Mary, Portland side. I don't know. Let's see what's up. Hopefully Boston Bay, maybe Negro. I don't know. Let's see where it takes us tomorrow. Because I get up in the morning and it's not planned. The vibe and the energy just takes me to wherever I get up. Okay, let's go to St. Mary. All right. But you know you have to leave within certain times to get to that area, because what you want to do is be on the fishing spot by 6 a.m. sharp, 5 a.m. sometimes sharp, before the sun's really coming up for lure fishing. Drop line fishing, the same. Same thing in the evening bite. The bite time today is 7 o'clock. Okay, Runaway Bay. Definitely, I love Runaway Bay. I always come out that side. I will definitely hit you up, Ron, if I'm out St. Anne's Bay side. And Runaway Bay, Discovery Bay. I'm always in Rio Bueno, Ron. Alright? Yeah? I'm always in Rio Bueno. I'm always on that side because that's one of my favorite fishing spots, because the structure is there for the fish to hang out. So a lot of people is like, how do I stay so consistent in fishing? Alright, well, staying consistent in fishing, guys, is something that you have to really study the fish habitat and study what yeah, that snook's definitely gonna get hooked. You have to study their habitat, and that's one of the things I'm saying, Escapes. Um ah live fishing. That's gonna be soon, because I'm planning on going to get bait today, because that's what I have soldier crabs and I have some other bait. But I was planning on going to get some shrimp today to make sure I can do some drop line fishing with my daughter, who's been asking me to do drop line fishing with her because she wants to pick up a fish for herself. So I kind of figured this because I've seen your videos where you was fishing off the rocks, and yeah, kind of know the area pretty good. I've been around there. I just try to stay away from the Kaiser side because you know that's a protected area and you'll get a pretty hefty fine. You get caught in Discovery Bay fishing. That's like a $3 million fine up that side. They're pretty hefty on it. So that's another thing too, guys. If you're out fishing and you're planning on going out on the water or maybe land, and you have more than one rod or more than one fishing rods, or have multiple lines out in the water, get a fishing license. They have them at every fishery. Every fisherman beach has a fishery. You can go there and pay the $1,900 for a commercial license, or the $4,000 for a recreational license. That's something very important, especially as a dive spear fisherman. Make sure you get your license, because they can confiscate your guns and your equipment because you don't have that license. Knowledge is power. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you're in the rights, that when you're doing what you're doing, you're right, guys, and you don't have that extra time to deal with. I go out on a daily basis if I can, especially if I have a few hours or maybe half an hour to go out and fish. Even that's sufficient enough to pick up something decent. Sometimes you cast out the first cast, you're picking up something. Sometimes you cast out 100 times and you don't get anything, like today. I cast out, I think, 150 times, guys. I swear, I worked at least 1 mile a stretch and nothing. Got a hit, but nothing significant to say, okay, I pulled it in and landed the fish and brought it home to cook. Because that is my game and my aim at all times. Gregory, big up yourself. Um, what price range would a kayak be? All right. Ended. Would you offer fishing lessons if someone wants to learn? Sure, I do fishing lessons on the weekend, strictly, Gregory. I do it all the time. Just drop me an email at jamaicanshorefishing@gmail.com, and I do get out and I give fishing lessons. Kayaking now, that's another story. Kayak varies from prices of 3,500 US down to 900 US, a minimal. Sometimes less than that, but then you would not have a significant fishing kayak. All right, I'm gonna walk you guys through this real quick because I have it on live already, and I'll go through my kayak real quick. Let me see if I can get this camera turned around because I am sitting outside where my kayak is. All right, my kayak is a Hobie kayak. It's a Hobie Adventure. It's a Mirage Adventure. It carries a Mirage drive. I have steering rudder in the back. It's controlled by the steering up front. Space in here to keep my extra flares and stuff. There's a bucket that goes in here that stores my equipment, emergency equipment that I get to, but I keep it dry by locking it here. Back here now, I have rod holders. The rod sits in here. I don't use these much because I built a crate with 4 rod holders in that holds the rods a little bit better, and I have lanyards that hold each rod in so that in case a big fish hits it and it pulls the rod out, I don't lose my equipment. This is bungees that I have to keep equipment and gears down, like my cooler, because I keep my cooler back here, my crate here, my anchors inside my cooler and other stuff. This is where my seat goes. My seat straps into these things right here, and back here and here, and my seat sits up straight. Then up here is where my steering is, and this is what drops my rudder up and down when I go in low water. I have my cup holder over here, and I have storage space that I keep other stuff. These tracks are designed for my fish finder, my cameras. My fish finder go on this side, my cameras go on this side. Mirage drive goes in here, which is my pedal, which I pedal to propel this thing forward. Then up here I also have extra storage that I keep my wheels for the kayak, which is when I'm dragging the kayak on the road. I don't drag it on the ground, I put that in here. So I pull it apart and I store it in here so I don't have to go back to the car or wherever. However, in here now is extra storage space that I keep all my lures and my tackle boxes and other stuff. Up here I also store my batteries. My batteries from my fish finder goes in here, and as you guys can see, it's pretty hollow in there, pretty big. All right, and yeah, so with this now, this kayak is designed to take pontoons on each side up front, but I don't have them on there because I don't see the necessity of me having it. I don't go that far. So this is it on a kayak, and one of this kayak used will run you about 2,000 US, give or take, guys, on eBay. So if you're looking to get into this hobby, it is a little bit expensive hobby. I got this one on a decent price. This actually belonged to my cousin that actually passed away, guys, and sad thing that I had to accommodate this that way because he is one of my closest cousins, and his mom didn't really want it to leave the family, so she kind of sent it to me. All right, guys. So guys, definitely if you're gonna get into kayak fishing, George, it is a little bit expensive. It would be a little bit expensive hobby at times, but what you can do is Brooklyn Kayaks or Eco Kayaks, and then you have different kayak stores that sells kayaks on a price, and you're looking at about, say, maybe 1,700 fully loaded with the seats and everything. So give it a shot. If I can find a link, drop me email so I can get your email, George, Gregory, so I can share more information with you directly, and I can send you the links in your email and stuff like that, and then you can actually check these places out and see what the best prices you can get. Now, if you live here in Jamaica, just consider shipping. All right, we know how our customs are. Our customs is kind of pricey at times, depending on what. So now, With the shipping now, guys, just remember you're spending $1,700 on a kayak, and in Jamaican, so 1,700 will run you like something like maybe 200,000 Jamaican, give or take. The dollar value goes up and down, and we're talking 1,700 USD. So now, let's say for instance that you spend that kind of money, just expect that you're gonna spend at least maybe say about 500 on clearing that. Just know that, because the duty charges to import stuff here, unless you get a fisherman license and you go to the fisheries where you can get a waiver form to waive the custom charges on fishing gears because you're a fisherman with a fishing license. So that's one way to bypass those charges. So being legally a fisherman. So like I said, the license has its benefits, and that's what I'm trying to explain to somebody. Oh, I don't need a fishing license to go fishing. Yes, you do, because it has benefits and it has all the extra stuff that you can do to get extra good equipment into Jamaica, and you can go out and enjoy yourself doing it. Reason why you guys haven't seen the kayak in the water lately, guys, and it's because my vehicle is down and I took the roof rack off and stuff. The car's going into the shop, and I was planning on it in my vacation because I kind of like to plan it, because when I do it, it's like 2-3 days straight. So I'm at one place camped out for 2-3 days where I can kayak for 2-3 days, and that's how I get the majority of my kayak in. I just don't load it up and go out one day to kayak today because of the fact that because of the fact that sometimes when you get out in the morning early and by 10 o'clock you have to come back in because the wind kicks up and the waves gets a little bit higher. Thank you. Thank you. Definitely escapes. Thank you on that. So, I mean, like the kayak now, it's like I'm surrounded by water. So different times the waters calm down on different sides of the island, which, I have friends and stuff on different sides of the island that I can call and say, hey dude, how's the weather looking over there? He'd be like, hey, all right, Black River is looking good, or Belmont side is looking good, or I call down to Rio Bueno, hey, how's the weather looking? The water's looking awesome, Jerry. And everybody knows the type of water that I like, because I kind of express that to people, like let them know, like, hey, look, this is what I enjoy, this is the type of water I'm looking for, the habitat of the fish that I'm trying to catch. So please, if the weather changes, give me very good weather. Just give me an early call the day before, the night if it changes, and I'll set myself up for that trip, depending on my ride situation. So definitely, guys, thank you guys for your support on the channel. Gregory, like I said, drop me an email. I will give you more information on the kayak, about prices and stuff like that. I'll do some research for you basically, and then give you the right information that you need and point you in the right direction, so you're not caught up in a situation where you're shopping all over the place and getting the wrong information. All right, because my kayak is an older kayak, and there's more modern kayaks that you can stand up in. Mine's you can stand up in, but you have to do a little maneuvering to do that. So you might want to get one of those where you're more comfortable on a higher seat and you can stand up in it, and even with a trolling motor to make you move a little bit faster and not pedal. Some people feel comfortable with that. I was planning on putting a trolling motor in this, but they stopped selling the cassette insert that goes into that Mirage area for that with the snake, so the water snake. So I never ended up getting it, which I should have during the time, because it was a good price on it. And so I ended up losing on that one. So going forward, I'd probably do a modification later on it, if I'm up to it. But stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna get out as much as I can in this next 2 weeks. I have some time. I have some new lures, and I've been pushing, so hopefully I can hook up some monstrous fish for you guys and get out there for you guys. Apologies sometimes for the small fish. It's what's available at that moment for me to get some content in. I do put them back, but certain occasionally I do keep them for eating. I don't waste fish or throw it out. It's mostly for food. So big up yourself, guys. Stay tuned to the channel. We're definitely going to put it in. Anthony Spearfishing is linking up today. Sometimes we might end up doing a cook up or something. He's on his way here actually, so once he jumps in place, and we're gonna link up and we're gonna start moving around. Big up to Fun Fishing in Barbados. That was the name, Fun Fishing in Barbados. Big them up. They're actually been in communication with me. We've been sharing information and knowledge on the fishing, and they're like bucket list to come to Jamaica just as well. Barbados, big up yourself, is definitely one of my bucket list to come to Barbados and get some of that pretty water that you guys have over there. Um, I'm sure that the fishing there is also awesome. Yes, bro. I'm definitely gonna try to get something out for you as quick as I can. I did go out this morning though, Rich, and I tell you, I did cover a lot of distance. I can feel it in my calves right now because I did do a lot of walking this morning. And that's the thing with lure fishing. I try to explain to everybody: get a light rod, ultralight, a light rod, 7 footer, or even a 8 or 9 footer light rod, and you can get out pretty good distance on a 15 pound or 10 pound lines. Don't let anyone fool you and tell you, oh, you got to put a 100 pound line on there. You'll never cast 10 feet with 100 pound lines on there, with a lure. So I use a 15 pound line, 10 pounds minimum. I try not to go beyond 10 pounds. My cousin Yam uses 8 pound. His cast is seriously distant. I'm talking at least 150 yards when he casts out sometimes, with no wind. And just keep this in mind. Lure casting, the wind has to be coming from behind you when you cast. Do not try to cast into the wind with nylon. You will definitely get a wind knot, and it will definitely cost you some serious amount of fishing time from untangling. And then what you don't want to do is cut your nylon line, because your nylon line is running. I seen them sell it here in Jamaica for 150 yards at 4,000 Jamaican dollars. So that's about $20 for 150 yards. So, dude, don't go cutting expensive line off your reels, because it makes no sense for you to do that. You want to take your time and be patient and do not pull the line too tight and untangle it, and you will save yourself some time. Okay? Um, definitely, Gregory. We'll definitely link up and definitely get together on that, and I'll definitely share some of my knowledge with you, because I've reached out to a lot of kayakers or kayak fishing. Salt Yak, check them out. They're also a YouTube channel. He does a lot of kayak fishing, and check out. There's this other guy that I follow, and he's pretty tough. He does a lot of serious fishing. His name's Robert Fields. Check out Robert Fields. Check out his channel too. He's serious on the kayak fishing if you love the kayaks. All right, guys. Cheaper brands is better to buy than more expensive ones? No, I do not cheap out online, because when you cheap out online and it breaks and your fish gets away, you'll sit there and dream about that fish for a month. Don't cheap out online. I use Cast King Superpower line, 8 strand or minimal 4 strand, but I use 8 strand mostly. Cast King line. I buy it by 327 yards or 500 yards and up, guys. Lately, I found myself, I've bought a roll of 1,000 yards. All right. Yes, kayaks are pretty pricey, and it is a pricey hobby. So this is what's up. If you're gonna get a kayak, just get into it good and done. Don't waste time. Um, I'm always trying to come up with some stupid. I was just thinking about something that just caught me off guard, guys. But it's like this: just get a kayak and just let's go. When you get it, call me up. Hey Jay, I'm ready. Let's go. We both go out together. Definitely link up and do some things. And yes, the price do get up there on things for it. That's why you buy lanyards for your kayak to strap everything that you buy for it on it. So if it does flip with you, which it has with me already, and the funniest thing is I didn't flip in deep water. I flipped damn near at shore, at least 2 feet of water. I got hit by a wave off guard sideways, and it just so happened to be that I had this camera on my head at the time that wasn't in a waterproof case. This is a GoPro 3 Plus. Big up to my cousin David Lynch who on this. He actually sent me this from New York to replace the one that I got damaged. So this now, guys, I kind of like it because the audio on it is good and the video on it is good. It shows clear, and I end up flipping the kayak and losing this camera because it got wet. As you see, it's not waterproof. So that's one thing that you don't want to lose is gears while kayaking, because you could be out there, you could hit a big fish and it flips the kayak over because you had set the rod sideways instead of trying to keep the rod in front of the kayak and keeping that fish in that area and not go sideways. So there's a lot of tricks and trades to kayaking and getting out there, guys, and learning things. I'm still in the learning process in it, and I'm definitely doing more of it because it is one of the I like the cardio that it gives me. It makes my abs feel good and my legs feel good. So anything that makes me feel good, I like. So being my age, so trying to get out there a little bit more. Amanda, High Life, is that your only GoPro? No, it's not. I also have my DJI, Osmo, Action Osmo here. This is also one of my cameras. This is waterproof. I have another GoPro inside. So I have a few cameras, guys, which recently I just got these together because I had lost that one camera. So now I've been trying to build the channel up as much as I can. 1 ounce lures, yes I do. Yes I do. I use up to 1 ounce lures with my light rods. I can actually, oh, it's in the car. I actually left my gears in the car from this morning. I didn't take it out. But I can actually show you some of the lures. I use SP 110 lures with 3 hooks, Uzuris, crystal minnow Uzuris, 1/4 ounce. I use mostly 1/4 ounce lures, guys. Majority of the lures that I've caught in big fish on, especially trolling. When I'm trolling, that's different. Trolling, I'm using a deep diver lures, 1/2 ounce, sometimes 1 ounce. 3 to 4 inches. I try not to use anything bigger than that because what I want to do is simulate a bait fish and a fish of significance. If I'm going deep sea, I'll use a 6-inch to a 7-inch lure that has a deep diver lip on it, or that big purple lure that you guys see me use, because I use heavier line when I'm trolling. When I'm lure fishing, I use a light line like 15 pounds, 10 pounds. Trolling, 30 pounds. I don't go over 30 pounds on my reels, guys. A lot of people might think I'm using 60 or 80 pounds. No, I use 30 pounds. And that's it. That's where I start with my line. So I catch big fish with those lines. I just finesse them and work them and get them tired till they belly up and just bring them in. And that's it. I try my best. As long as I don't have obstacles or stuff like that, they're going to go around and rub the line and chafe the line. Then you'll end up losing that fish if he breaks your line. So, you can find GoPros on eBay, guys. You don't have to buy a GoPro camera new, and that's something that I keep on telling people. I use a 5,000 reel to 6,000 reel and up for my deep line and drop line fishing. So 5,000 reel, like I use a Ploshino, guys. If you guys are not really looking to spend a lot of money on reels, and right now for starters, until you get into the heavier reels, what you want to do is check out Ploshino. Ploshino has been somebody that has sponsored this channel for a very long time, and has pushed out gears to me and stuff like that, guys, for me to test here in the salt water and see how they react to salt water and stuff like that, which in their reels have been holding up pretty good. You'll spend $30, $27 to $40 on one of their reels, and you'll be all right with that for now, until you get a little bit further, deeper in depth, where you want to get into Daiwa or Penn or different reels like that, where the spending gets a little bit heavier, guy. You're talking 150 and up for a reel. So if you're willing to spend $130 $150 on more, please, guys, whatchamacallit, just get to it and just buy it. So you have the Daiwa BG series, entry series, the top of the line reels. You can try those out. That starts off about $120. So give that a shot, guys. But anyways, guys, we're gonna end this live, and I'm gonna head off to jumping around and doing some stuff. I think Anthony was just trying to call me, so he's in town probably, and I gotta go grab him real quick. So stay tuned, guys, and I'm definitely gonna put out the next video soon and get you guys some more information on what's up. I've been trying to hook my camera Wi-Fi to the phone and try to get a live out for you guys. And pick up yourself, Armin's High Life. Thank you guys from Canada. Big up yourself. Definitely, I will definitely get you guys some more stuff out, and I'm gonna do some more videos probably this evening or maybe later today. I'll get some cook up. So I have a snapper in there that we're gonna jump on. So let's see if we can do a cook up or a roasting or a grilling or something for you guys. My mom will be back in town today, so I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot of cooking today, guys. So big up yourself, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and watch the ads for me, guys, because that's how we make a little bit of revenue towards the channel to get us some better gears. All right, guys, and stay safe and stay cool. Jamaican Shore Fishing. We are out here, guys. One love.
Hi, Daddy. Daddy,
Yes.
we need